Okay, so I'm going to read some statements, and you're going to say if you think it's doctrine and explain why or like what you've heard about it.
I don't know if it's doctrine, but I've always kind of been taught that. Like, I don't know, just growing up, my mom always told me to take it with my right hand. So I've never like read anything specific about it, but I just always take it with my right hand.
Okay.
I feel like I heard somewhere that a random general authority said you should take it with your right hand. At the same time, I don't know if that's core doctrine, and so I think it's not a big deal which hand you take it with. That's my personal thing. If I get refuted, then that's me getting refuted.
I always do that, but I don't know if it's like actually church doctrine.
I do not think that's actually doctrine.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think that?
I've never seen anything in standard works that suggests that.
Uh-huh.
I think there's definitely symbolism involved in it.
Okay.
But I don't think that it's essential.
When I was little, my parents always were like, "Oh, take that with your hands," and that was about it. Other than that, no. I don't think I've ever actually heard it before.
I've heard people say that, but I don't know if I've read that like in the scriptures. So I'll just say it's probably true. I think, but I don't think it's an official church doctrine.
I'm sure that I learned in one of my religion classes that he did atone for other people on other worlds. So for everyone on this world throughout all time, before his atonement or after, and on other worlds.
I'm pretty sure that's doctrine because my mission president talked about that, and he was quoting or telling us stuff directly from the book Doctrine of Salvation by Joseph Fielding Smith.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's doctrine. I believe my mission president.
I feel like that's doctrine because it's, at least how I understand. I mean, I can't quote it in the scriptures, but from how I understand the scriptures, I feel like that's doctrine.
Uh-huh. And like, have you heard it from somewhere? Or?
Heard it from somewhere. I couldn't like put it off the top of my head, but I mean, Christ's atonement in general is pretty all-encompassing. So I'd imagine that if he sacrificed an atonement for us here, it's an infinite atonement, and infinite's pretty wide spectrum. So.
Sure. Yes. I'll take it.
Like, where have you heard that, or where do you think that's true?
So in the scriptures, he says that Christ's atonement is an infinite, eternal atonement, which means it is an eternal, which means it covers other worlds. And I'm quite sure that at some point somebody talks about something.
I've heard that before. Never seen that laid down. That might be one of those like Doctrine of Salvation thing where it's pseudo canon, but as far as I know, it's not per se doctrine. I just know he atoned for all his children, so it's extrapolated doctrine. There we go.
Okay. And what do you personally believe about that?
I don't see why not. Unless I'm told otherwise, I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine.
I think so. I think it's kind of out of respect and like in general confidence and everything when they walk in, everyone else stands.
Okay. I think that's correct. I think everybody should stand. I don't know what level of doctrine that is or where it is, but out of sheer respect, I think that's a good thing.
Okay.
Everybody should stand.
Like, where do you think you heard that from? Was that just like...
I think that's just kind of how I've been raised in church, and it's tradition. I have no idea if it's doctrine or if anything we need to do it. I just know out of politeness, tradition, and what deference to their position that we should stand.
I don't think it's doctrine. I think it's more custom.
And
like explain.
So like just out of respect.
So we just do it out of respect for.
It's cultural. And it's a good thing to do. I don't see a reason for it to leave, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not mandated anywhere in Scripture as far as I know.
So I don't think that it's church doctrine, but I think it's a sign of respect. So most people do it.
By convention, respectfulness, I think that's definitely something worth doing. Doctrinally, I don't think that there's really a foundation there. I wouldn't qualify that as doctrine. I'd say that's more policy.
I don't think that's actually doctrine, but I think everyone does it. No.
Like it has to be
It's more of like a tradition, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's more of a tradition because I'm sure that it's probably not like you actually have to wear a white shirt. Like I don't feel like if you're in a random foreign country and you don't have a white shirt, they're not going to use a sacrament because that's not really part of the priesthood. But I feel like that is something that is very in the church we do it.
Yeah.
No. Well, it's in the handbook, but it's not a doctrine. Well, it's a good idea. But I don't think it's a doctrine.
I'm pretty sure it's in the handbook that they should, but it's not mandatory.
I'm not sure if it's doctrine, but I know that it's a symbolism of respect and purity before God. I don't know if like an apostle has said this is doctrine and that we need to do this, but that's the custom that we have.
I mean, like, I think it's good to wear a white shirt, but like, I don't think that's really required.
And would you like to elaborate more on that?
Well, I guess just because today there was a talk about a guy who went to church with like khakis and a polo that was not white, and they asked him to pass the sacrament. So like, if you need a white shirt, they wouldn't have asked him, all right?
Sounds good.
All right. Do you have any more advertisements?
Yeah. You could advertise your
Justice.
swimming thing.
What's the right thing to do?
Be just.
I think you should be just.